Folks, I am super excited to have a return guest on the program. He still remains undefeated after his last fight. His name is Avery "These Hands" Wilson, and he's right here on the Full Court Press. Avery, thank you so much for joining the program.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me.
You're very welcome. And, last time we talked, you're an Arkansas native. We talked a little Woo Pig Suey. I got to know, though, did you see the rant that Bryce Mitchell went on when he was shouting out Arkansas after his last fight?
Oh, yeah, for sure, without a doubt. I was watching that live. I've known Bryce for a long time. We went to high school together. So, for sure, I'm definitely keeping up with it.
What was it like growing up with Bryce? Was he always that intense?
I mean, Bryce was always a character in school. I mean, he started fighting when he was 16 years old. I mean, that's when he started training, doing everything. I mean, everybody was always doing that backyard boxing. We had this thing called cabotfights.com. Everybody would just get together and beat the crap out of each other, and we put it on there. So that's basically what we did as kids.
There's a lot of pride that is being raised in the South, right? You hear it all the time, SEC country. Whenever a basketball or football team is doing good, you always start hearing the chants of SEC. I mean, what are they putting in the water down there? Why is there so much togetherness down there, specifically in Arkansas?
Well, Arkansas, we all got to stick together. We're Arkansans, I tell you. And I don't know. I guess it's just, being raised in that southern hospitality. Everybody's growing up with, nanas and papaws and grandmas and grandpas and moms and dads that are, lived off the farms and raised on the farms and off back dirt roads. And, it's just, I don't know. I'm guessing it's just from everything that we were taught and raised,
When you're in training, do you miss getting some of that Southern cooking, man?
Man, I'm not going to lie. That's the hardest thing. I'm trying to get down to where I don't have to cut any weight, but I still have yet to find a diet that includes home-cooked mashed potatoes and country fried steak with some gravy smothered all over it.
And I know that's right. Guys, we're talking to Avery Wilson. My name is Drew Duncan, host of the Full Court Press. Avery is coming off of another victory. You're officially on a streak, Avery. And the last time that you and I talked, obviously you're still an amateur. Are you talking next step is going to be the pro card? What's the next move for you?
Right now, I took a lot of time off of work and a lot of time away from my family for this past training camp. It's been about 2 weeks since the fight, so, I'm kind of just been enjoying time with my family and, just been making up all the time that I missed. But I'm looking to defend my amateur belt probably one more time in August and probably going to go back to Little Rock. And nothing hasn't been confirmed yet, but more than likely I'll be returning to Little Rock for the biggest show I've ever performed in front of. So I'm really looking forward to that and looking to make some trips here soon to a gym somewhere to get a good camp in. But I'm still deciding where I am.
Avery, the last time that you and I talked on this program, one of the things that we discussed was your balance as a fighter. We saw that again with the way you finished off your opponent. Can you kind of guide us through the fight?
Okay. Yeah, without a doubt, as every fight, I say that the fight really starts at the beginning of the day. Mental warfare is the hardest thing in a fighter's mind. Thinking about the fight, thinking about if you're going to get knocked out, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. You just want it to get over with. At least that's how I think. So when I stepped in that cage, I was so confident. I had been looking at my opponent, and I felt like he was scared. I'm not saying scared, but just not ready, because he didn't show up on weight. He missed weight at the weigh-ins. He was about 7 pounds over. So at that point, that just showed me in my mind he doesn't want it as bad as I do, and I want it bad. So when we got in that ring, I looked at him. We went across at him. I just started feeding him leg kicks as hard as I could. I wanted to break him down. and all he wanted to do was keep trying to push me up against the cage. There was at one point he had pushed me against the cage, and I just hear him breathing. He's just like, and I'm like, man, he is out of breath. And so I'm like, I make my move, and I spin him off the cage, and I reverse him, you know. And then going in after that, I did catch him with a knee to the groin, and that was unfortunate. But as soon as we came off, I guess he was mad. He rushed me and threw several different punches at me, and I was flipping them. And then I threw an overhand right and caught him on the chin, and it dropped him. He just face planted. And I got on top of him and was trying to finish him. And that man, he had a strong chin. I know. tried to lock in my hooks, but he was so big, it was definitely not possible. But coming out that second round, I was like, okay, I'm going to take him to the ground. I'm just going to finish this. I see he doesn't like to get hit on the ground. So as soon as he comes out, he throws a body kick. I just try to catch it. I pin him up against the cage. I take him down. And, man, I hit him at least 55 times as hard as I could. And the ref called it.
Yeah, you had a little ground and pound there towards the end of that. You know, breathing heavy, missing weight, out of shape. Does it bother you, Avery? Do you feel that when it's all said and done that maybe he didn't even prove to be a formidable opponent for you and help you progress in terms of who you are as a fighter?
I don't want to talk trash about anybody or anything like that, but, you know, he could have definitely, I feel like, been preparing more, more for this fight and come in on weight and just at least have the respect like that. I mean, he apologized several times, and I'm not mad at him about it. At the time, at weigh-in, yes, I was very upset because, I mean, I was going on 36 hours of not eating or drinking anything just so I could make weight, you know, so that's, if I'm pushing my body through this, you know, you should be, you know, have the respect and common courtesy to do it too.
Avery, you know the drill. As I do with all of my guests, I give them an opportunity to say whatever it is that's on their mind. There's no right or wrong answer here. The floor is 100% yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I just want to take the time to thank all my sponsors. I want to start with one of my new sponsors, All Points Transport. I wanted to thank Devin at Cabot South Sonic there in Cabot. I want to thank Tyler Watkins for all my tattoos, Emma Watkins for all my photography. I wanted to thank Modern Hemp Inc. for all my CBD needs. Also wanted to thank Elite Sports. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Just let me think about it. Sorry if I missed anybody, y'all. But I wanted to appreciate you for having me on your show. I'm looking for more sponsors. I'm going to be coming back to Little Rock in August. So y'all come check me out because I guarantee you I'm going to be putting on a show for this next one.
Everybody, he is Avery Wilson, and I am Drew Duncan. Avery, thank you so much for joining the program once again.
Thanks, buddy.
You're very welcome. All right, everybody. I am Drew Duncan, host of the Full Court Press. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is all at Drew Duncan83. Don't forget, when you share this post, use the hashtag Don't You Dare Touch That Dial. And as always, don't you dare touch that dial.